Hey everybody, it's Whitney, your local Fort Lauderdale realtor. I figured I'd give you a real estate update of what we've been doing and seeing in the last 6-7 months, since all we're seeing in the news now is about the bank collapse, the interest rates craziness, and all the kind of speculation that we're kind of feeding into. So I figured I'd give you an update of where we are now and compare that to kind of what we've been seeing in the last 6-7 months. So there's two charts that I want to kind of bring to your attention and show you that we've really been focusing on. So the first one is the number of pending sales per month. If you look at this stat, we're going to start showing the data since July, right when that interest rate started to hit 7%. You started to see a decrease every month in the amount of pending sales, simply because at 7%, the buyers pushed back and said, hey, this is too much. Things are a little too expensive, and I can't afford that same level of home, so we're going to take a step back. Now, put that into October, November, December, we had one of the lowest closing quarters ever. 33 homes closing per week or going under contract per week, pretty much an average for that whole quarter, about 30 homes going pending. Now, if you fast forward to December, interest rates come down quite a bit. As January pops off, demand starts to go up again. Now we're at 40, February 50, March 52 is what we're averaging now. So we're seeing a huge increase from what we were seeing this last quarter. October, November, December, we saw a pretty good lull. Property sitting, not trading hands, and then as January came, it kind of took off like a rocket, and now we're kind of back into these same numbers. So the demand right now is super strong. As long as properties are priced relatively normal with what we're seeing in the market and what they're seeing in the comps, they are moving. And we're actually seeing pending numbers the same as we were seeing back in June. So we're keeping an eye on that. As interest rates continue to increase, now we're about 6.5, 6.7. We're kind of floating with that same interest rate point that we saw that big pushback on about 6 months ago. So we're going to keep an eye on that and see if we have any slowdowns in these pending numbers, and we'll be the first to bring that to you. Second would be the total number of homes for sale. So again, you'll see this inventory just get gluttonous. We're almost 700 homes for sale at some points in October, November, December. Just this big fat chunk of inventory here sitting, not getting eaten up as these pending numbers drop to 30. Now, fast forward again, January, February, March, pendings are higher than the number of homes coming on. This is starting to chip away. Now the number of homes, total number of homes for sale is echoing the same numbers we're seeing again back in June. So we're seeing consumer confidence right back at those same June levels, and we're watching it week by week because I want to see is if this starts to get towards 7%, are we going to feel that same pushback? A lot of people say we will. Now, where can we forecast markets to? That brings me to what we're seeing in the banking industry. We have the shutdowns of several banks that everyone's familiar with. It's been all over the news. And what we're kind of hearing from out there is if that continues, we don't think that the Fed will be able to increase rates again like they had planned. If that happens and interest rates continue to drop, I think we're going to see more fuel of demand in this home purchasing environment. Buyers now realize how important this interest rate is to their monthly payment. A half a point or a 1 point drop acts big on your affordability in the home that you're actually purchasing for. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're watching these interest rates like a hawk. We've got all of our vendors out there, teaming in. We track it every single Wednesday, and we'll be the first to come to you if we see any type of signs of slowing or even speeding up. So as usual, give me a call, send me a message here on social media, and I'll be happy to take care of you and answer any questions you have. Thanks.